And we're live. Another edition of the Johnny and Gene Show. I'm Felix Levine. To my right, John Alite, Gene Borello, our guests today, Jihad and Derek. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
No doubt, man. Pleasure for having me.
So before we get into it today, just a reminder to everyone out there to make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to subscribe to our Patreon channel. There we have Q&As that go only up on the Patreon. All our content goes out there early, and you have the ability to ask these two any questions you want, and we answer them and give you shout-outs. Also, a big shout-out to KCL Automotive. John will tell you about it in a second, and I'll give you their phone number at the end.
Full automotive shop, buy here, pay here for people that don't have great credit. Used cars, tires, inspections, auto work, auto body work, anything you need, 10% off if you mention myself or the show. And we're at 98 Henry Street, East Stroudsburg, PA. That's 98 Henry Street, East Stroudsburg, PA.
And their phone number is 570-534-8497 if you want to get in touch with them. So today, Jihad, you brought us some beautiful gifts. I'll let you first tell the world a little bit about yourself for people who aren't familiar with you and your brand, and then we'll show them what you gave us at least.
Okay. Well, my name is Jihad Ahmad. 27 years old.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Oh, yeah. My name is Jihad Ahmad. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Chester, PA. I have a clothing line called FONK Wear. Well, FONK, which stands for Focus on Never Clowning, which basically just means never clowning, always sticking to your morals, stuff like that. And basically also just making the most out of your 24 hours every day. You know what I mean? It's a constant grind. If you're not focused on whatever your goal is, whatever your dreams or aspirations is, then you're clowning around. So that's what my brand means. Just hustle hard, man. Just go hard.
You have a son. You have a son also. How old's your son?
He actually turns 2 Sunday. We having a birthday party for him at my store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you spend a lot of time with him. I see a lot of photos with him.
Yeah.
And
he changed my life for real, man.
And that's one of the reasons why you got a positive message and why we wanted to bring you on, because of that message.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the role you play in your son's life. And I don't think you had the same. You might have had love with your family and your parents like I did with mine, but some of us had our role models that were in trouble or in prisons, in and out.
Yeah.
And
my father.
Yeah, and he did some time also.
Yeah. See, my dad has the best relationship. He's home now. He's been home since 2017. But, I probably was 2 when he got locked up. So he was in from like around 1995 to 2000. He was booked. So then he came home. Then he was home from like 2000 to 2005. But then went on a run for 4 years. Then eventually turned himself in. So, when you're on a run, that's kind of like you're in jail anyway.
Right.
So he turned himself in, and then he did a 9-piece. So I missed him all throughout my high school years and stuff like that. So it was just important times, whereas though I really needed him, that he wasn't there. So, there's no love lost. Things happen.
It's like me and my sons.
Right. Provide for his family. But, now that I got a son, I just want to make sure I break the cycle. You know what I mean? So.
Well, your father did something right with you, because honestly, you carry yourself like a man. You're a gentleman. You're good to your son. You speak highly of your father, so that's commendable. And my kids had the same kind of relationship with me that your father had with you.
Yeah.
And this is what we talk about, breaking the cycle. So as much love and respect you have for your father, we all know that I wish I was around more for my kids. I know you wish your dad was around more for you during some of the sports and school and different things. But you're there for your son. And the good thing is, when you bring a clothing line like this, it's really nice stuff. And if it wasn't nice stuff, we wouldn't ask you on the show, be honest with you.
That's how we met, man.
Yeah. And you know what? We appreciate what you're doing. I do more than anybody, because everybody knows I'm about the inner cities and the communities. Yeah. And I don't care. This ain't about politics. This ain't about law enforcement. This ain't about jail or no jail. It's just about people living a positive way, man, and breaking those cycles in our neighborhood. So, I really appreciate what you're doing.
No doubt. Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what made you get into clothing, like designing? What made you, like, that was something you liked, that your passion, like what?
Yeah, so far with the clothes, like I always been like the guy who would, like, people would be like, man, like, I can't do that, but Funk can do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that guy. I would have the audacity to wear something that other people won't wear, and make it cool.
I talk with my hands too. I gotta keep them over here.
It's
I'm
like,
always
just to
had that.
remind you. Just to remind you.
Hey, when I saw you King of Prussia Mall, man, I was looking at the outfit, right? For people who don't know the store, right? And you're sitting next to me. You knew who I was. I didn't know.
Yeah,
and
in my mind, I'm like, yo, that's Maine, man. I know him. I'm already up on the story. I'm gonna say something to him, but I'm gonna let him enjoy his dinner first.
And I seen what you were wearing, man, and that sweatsuit, and I was like, I spoke to you first. I said, excuse me, and where'd you get that?
Yeah.
And you know, it really, and that's how you know I generally liked your clothing line.
Yeah, just genuine conversation, man, and genuine vibes, man.
Yeah, I didn't know it was your clothing line. I was like, hey, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
So
where'd the inspiration come from
where'd it come
to
from?
start the clothing line?
So like I said, that always been me. So it got to a point to where I was never thinking about a clothing line, but my mom does like screen and press shirts. She does like this stuff with like rhinestones and stuff like that. And she would always be like, son, could you wear this for me? You know what I mean? Could you wear this and post it, and so I could get some clientele? So I'm like, Mom. We went on with that for about a month, and then one day I'm in H&M, and I get like a plain regular shirt, and I get FONK on there, FONK. We had like some white stripes on there, on the shirt, black shirt. And I'm like, yo, Mom, just put FONK on the shirt for me. I'm going to this little college party. This back when I'm doing my thing. Go to this little college party, and I wear the shirt. And when I get to the party, man, I'm there to give my mom some clientele. Like, yo, I'm thinking everybody gonna see I got this shirt on, and then they're gonna be like, man, I want my name on the shirt or whatever. But it was like, yo, they was like, I want FONK on the shirt. Like, that looks like a brand. Like, that's a thing. So in my mind, I'm a hustler. I figured it's a way I can make some money. I end up doing that, selling a few shirts. The next thing you know, my city supported me. And then somebody ended up introducing me to a manufacturer. And once I found out that I can make anything that I wanted, all I had to do was design it and they could bring it to life for me. It was history after that. Cause then I just started going crazy. And then I make something crazy, wear it, sauce it up, and put it out on the internet, and I created demand for it. And it just went from there.
well, you're lucky too because you made some good choices, but you made a couple of bad ones.
Yeah.
And you were blessed with being able to beat that case because you were away for about a month, couple of weeks.
Yeah. It was I caught like a little like I said, a little possession case. I had a legal firearm, but the drugs and the gun at the same time.
Protecting the drugs.
Right. So they made it something that really wasn't, but it's whatever. So,
But that didn't stop you. I mean,
but that little month in jail was like, it was like, man, this really ain't for me. You know what I'm saying?
When was
that? This is probably like 2017.
Okay.
You know
well, the problem is a lot of guys in our neighborhoods, man. They think that jail shows that you're a tough guy. You know, and you guys are tough guys, both you and you. And I, Derek, we know each other well. So, and you lost your mom from a violent crime.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know about you, but so going to jail doesn't make you a man. And you guys are men, and your families. You come from good families. You got a good mom to support you. I got a good dad to support you. Whether he had the type of life that we had, but you made some good decisions after that incident.
Yeah.
Which is, again, man, you're on the right path, and I think that's one of the things that motivates me because you got so many guys, and I don't know if it was you that said it or somebody said it on one of your pages or in an interview about supporting people outside our neighborhoods always, whether people are buying Gucci or they're buying, any other, thing, Zanotis that I'm wearing or something, instead of supporting people like yourself that have a clothing line.
Right.
And it's nice stuff. So I'm always saying the same thing, and I support within us, our communities. Let's not go outside them.
Right.
So.
And for you, when you did that time or the brief stint in jail, what did you, I guess, most learn about, what you wanted life to look like after you got out?
Well, I was bored to death. Like I didn't have no problems like defending myself or anything like that. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just I was just bored. I didn't like people telling me what to do, and I just knew that if it was something more serious, I'm gonna have to take that time on the chin because that's the type of person I am. So it's just like instead of just putting myself back in that situation, how about we just alter the situation? God has blessed me with another avenue to make some money, so why not go with that? It was just that at the time I was putting my clothing brand second, and I was putting what I knew best at the time first, you know what I mean? So it just, a matter of me just switching my energies and putting my all into my clothing brand.
Hey, show him that leather jacket that he got for you, and look at the saying on the back of it, which I thought was.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
that mean to you?
Big risk.
big risk, big wins, bigger living. It's just like in life, you gotta take like you gotta bet on yourself, man. Like it's about betting on yourself, believing in yourself, having the confidence in yourself, and rolling the dice and going through with the motions. Then when you sometimes you take that big risk, on the other side it's a big win. And once you get them big wins, you know, that equals bigger living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what we all striving for.
Right. What's your day-to-day look like with managing the brand?
So right now, I'm just really getting back into the swing of things because, mind you, I had my grand opening on March 7th. That was my birthday. So it was my grand opening and my birthday. But like 2 weeks later, COVID smashed me.
Smashed it, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just now getting back into the swing of things. But like, I'm back busy. Like right after here, once I leave here, I'm going back down. I'll probably get back around like 5 o'clock, and I'll open the store from around like 5 to 10. And I'm just a constant grind.
Right.
Focus on never clowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a physical location for the store?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
36.
Where's it at?
It's in Clifton Heights, 36 East Baltimore Avenue, Clifton Heights, PA. And the funk, in the online is funkwear, FONKWEAR.com.
And do you have an Instagram page for it?
Yeah, it's funkwear, FONK_wear on Instagram.
And for you, how do you see, the brand growing, or, what are you looking to do in the future with it?
Well, right now it's just more so just paying for more ads, just getting more serious, because I got my locals with me, but it's more about just getting more eyes to it. So just investing more money into my ads, reaching out to different brand ambassadors, trying to get some celebrities in it. You know what I mean? Just
The material on it's nice too. I got to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the first time I seen you wear it,
It's all
I was
about
like,
the
yeah,
quality.
man,
I
the quality
take
of
this
it's
because
nice.
If I don't feel it, then I can't sell it.
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
So I can't.
yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta be happy with it first before I put it out there, because I want people to be happy. So.
Now, real quick, how do you and Derek know each other?
Derek has got some mutual friends of ours, and
How I met him was at a Casanova music video shoot. I met him at Casanova. So we was on the video set, and my friend introduced me to him, and that's how we clicked from there. Like, cause I do acting, so I was like, hey, and I used to do security and bodyguard for people. So he was like, hey, okay, we're gonna exchange numbers. We're gonna talk from there. Ever since then, we became friends and done a lot of stuff. So that's how it came about.
you were actually on the shoot with me when I did one of the filming in New York.
Oh yeah. I was actually on the shoot with him too. I was like behind the scenes, just watching him do what he's doing.
Well, actually, a little bit. I got you up on camera with me.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, now you're gonna be in a movie now, right?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a boxing movie. It's called Hound Dog.
Okay.
It's basically filmed out here, but we're doing a boxing scene in 2 weeks in Bethlehem, PA.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's going to be a lot of action and drama, et cetera,
Yeah, and we invited
Real
Jihad
pretty.
to come with us too,
Yeah,
so you can bring your clothing line to those guys out there. And
Shoot
bring
a couple scenes.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And you see, you use your hands a little bit too, actually.
Chill, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's going to be on all platforms too when it does come out, 2021, probably in summertime. So, but yeah, it's going to be real crazy. John's also going to be in it too, so,
Yeah, I'll be in that, and you tell them you had a little bit of a hard life yourself. You have a child yourself. And
Yeah, I've been through a lot in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have a childhood. I had an abusive, family relationship, stuff like that, and I almost turned it to the streets. Like I almost, started robbing people, wanting to do a lot of things just to make sure my mom was good because she was struggling. My mom was in an abusive relationship with my father, so it's like I grew up watching that my whole entire life, and it just built anger. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to just like go out on the streets, fight. I was getting suspended from school. I wasn't learning nothing. I was like failing, But as I got older, I became a motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to turn everything I've been through in life that was negative into something positive. And I know there's people out there in life that committed suicide because they felt like there was nobody there for them. And, they feel like nobody could relate to them. So they feel like, you know what? If I die now, ain't nobody going to care about me. Nobody's going to realize I'm gone. And that's not the case. So I did a motivational video But a couple years ago, I think you put it out on him.
Yeah, I put it on my page.
So yeah, there's I made a motivational video, I put it out on YouTube, but I could have been made it a long time ago. But I was worried about the backlash, like how, the criticism. I was like, you know what? I don't know how I'm gonna feel with people
saying things you don't want to hear.
saying things I don't want to hear. But then I got older.
Listen, we go through it all the time.
Exactly.
It's all right. They go on their fake pages.
Yeah.
Just let it. Don't even worry about
But
it.
you got to look at it this, and I tell you this, and Jihad, and real men,
Will they say it to you?
they ain't gonna do
Yeah.
it. They ain't gonna
90%.
talk like that.
So
Even if they don't like it, they ain't gonna talk like
Yeah,
that.
them fake pages show respect.
Yeah.
Right. So they're still hiding. You know what I mean? So it's all right.
So I got older, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to care, man. I'm gonna post it anyway. So I ended up posting it, and I started getting feedback from people all around the world. They was like, hey, you know what? This video made me changed my whole life. Some girl said I stopped smoking. I stopped doing this, stopped doing that. Somebody said that they changed their life. They got a business open now because of me. Some people said it made them cry. Some people said it made them stronger. They said it like just by one person. If I could change one person's life, that's all that mattered to me. Was just me reaching out to somebody. And I'm thinking, like, dang, people just gonna like it and that's it. But people was actually really reaching out to me, like, yo.
Well, you lost your mom, so people don't know
that's
the
a
story.
bigger impact. My mom, when I lost my mom, she was 39 years old. And I lost my mom, that changed my mind dramatically. But people would have thought that, once you lose a parent or something like that, you probably gonna go crazy, you probably gonna do negative things. But I'm like, yo, my mom was a strong woman. She'd been through a lot. And it was like, for her, to see her go through a lot and to sit there and keep going and accomplish what she needed to do, I'm like, I could do it too. I'm not gonna make her feel like her giving birth to me was a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to live on for her. So that's what I did. So I just started helping people, started motivating people, started doing motivational videos, speaking, etc. Like, this whole thing is all about me and my daughter, you know what I'm saying? That's what I live for. And I want to help people out in this world that's going through a lot of stuff.
That's cool right there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 30 now. I just turned 30 in July.
Okay.
So.
And-
Yeah, but basically,
You're around your age.
you guys are my age. Hey, if you keep it up, you guys are gonna pass me up. But really, hey, what the message is, and back to me talking about the streets, because I'm a little older than you guys, is really that you guys ain't victims, man. And that's what I keep talking about our neighborhoods. Don't be no victim. Be the guy that goes out there and changes your life. Don't sit back sitting there and saying, poor me, because anytime any of us go that poor me route, because we can all do that, poor me, poor your dad, poor, we went through some hard times, but you guys are aggressive hustlers in a positive direction, which makes young guys look at you as, and follow you in a good way. So for me, that's the message really, is go out and get what you want, like you said. Your day's all productive. Every day is productive and in a positive light. And the more you do that, your baby son is going to watch that, whether you don't even got to say it in words. And he's going to follow that lead also.
Yeah.
And Derek, quick question for you. Where can, because I haven't seen the motivational videos yet, I'll check it out after. Where can people find that?
Just go on YouTube, type in Derek Black motivational video. My name is spelled differently in many ways, but it's DERRICK.
Okay.
Black motivational video, and the title is called Don't Give Up. So you can easily find that on YouTube.
And are you still making those?
Yeah, I'm still. I'm on the process of making another motivational video. I'm like in between doing this movie and doing it. So I'm coming up with a concept right now. I have like different scenarios of what I want to do. But every motivational video I do is something that I can relate to, something I've been through. I don't ever post something that I can't relate to or been through. I want it to be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
And how did you, when you mentioned growing up in an abusive household when you were younger, how did you, I guess, deal with that on a daily basis? Because a lot of kids are probably in a similar situation and don't really know.
You mean when I was younger, or
yeah.
When I was younger? Honestly, I tried to commit suicide. I tried to take the easy way out as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I was stressed out. Like, why would a kid should be stressed out so much? You know what I'm saying? I felt like I couldn't run. I felt like I couldn't go nowhere. I was like, I was trapped to see all these negative things around me. So it's like how I dealt with it, man. Honestly, I went into boxing. That's how the boxing thing came about. Because I was always fighting in school. I didn't start the fights, but I always finished it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did boxing. I wrote a lot because I used to do music. I used to sing a lot. So I wrote, sing, anything to keep myself occupied.
Played football, didn't you?
Yeah, I played football too. I played football.
Well, you're a big guy. What are you weighing? What's your size? You're about 275
now.
Oh, you're
290
You're like 6'3", right?
Yeah, 6'3", 290 now.
Yeah,
but
That's a
Yeah,
defensive offensive.
But yeah, man, I did everything I could to like stay positive. I was never out in the streets. I was never gang banging. I was never doing none of that. I could have had the option, like I said. Kids have an option to do whatever they want to do.
No, you definitely.
It's your choice. And I'm like, yo, if I want to become a football player, if I want to become an actor, you think I'm really gonna have, that longevity with it, with a record? Nobody's gonna look at me. Everybody gonna stereotype me, and I don't want to be the stereotype like, oh, he's another black man locked up in the system. This and that. Now I want to change.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, so,
and I wasn't black.
So I wanted to change my scenery. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for. I'm not saying it's not hard for anybody else, but for us, for like black men, it's very hard to live out here without getting in trouble. Cause you can sit here and be somewhere at the right place but at the wrong time. It's just like, yo, like, yeah, it happens a lot. Yeah. So I'm trying to like focus on,
just hanging out with one of your homies from the hood.
Yeah, like you can not be doing nothing. And
checking
you
in,
caught it.
just
So
wrong time.
Everything I do, like I said, this motivation was because of my mom and my daughter. Every time I look at my daughter, it's like, this is motivation for me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of fathers out there that's not in the kid's life, and it's some of us by choice. You know what I'm saying? Some of them don't have the choice because different scenarios, but with me, it's just like, nah, I can't let my daughter see me just go MIA on her and come whenever I feel like it. I can't do that. I gotta let her know that daddy's strong. Daddy's not weak. You know what I'm saying? Daddy's not gonna show you that I'm weak. He's gonna show I can accomplish anything in life.
But you guys both had the same situation because you got a positive mom.
Yeah.
She passed away when she was young, but she's positive.
Yeah.
You got a positive family too. Just the way you speak with respect about your father is obvious that, okay, he wasn't there, same situation I was, but somewhere along the line, whether it's from jails, whether it's his personality talking to you, he gave you the strength you got because you're a strong guy too. You ain't no, these guys are just, they're weaker.
Right.
And they can't handle their situation. You guys aren't those two guys.
Right. It was kind of like, I got like the strength on that from my dad. Damn, I'm sorry about that. My dad. And then like my mom and them, they always was just like real, you know what I mean?
Well, your mom's an entrepreneur too because you're talking about her.
Yeah.
Doing this stuff with embroideries and stuff. So you got a lot of that from both. So you got some positive stuff from your parents.
Real good parenting. It's just growing up in Chester. At times, like I always knew better. Like a lot of kids really just don't know better at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of kids. I'm talking about kids from like 14. Like it's like a thing now. Like it's like shooting. Like nobody don't even want to get money anymore. It's like shooting.
Just shooting. I know.
It's just like it's the cool thing to do.
A trend, right?
Yeah, it's like a trend. It's like, and it's just like, man, it's just so sad. But I always knew better. Even when I did decide to do the things I did do. It was a conscious choice. Like a lot of kids just didn't know better.
Do you think the kids get it from the music?
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Like
that's my biggest thing.
That's the role model. Like a lot of kids is like they wait for whatever the rapper is saying. That's what they doing. Mm-hmm. But it's like paid in full movies and stuff like that, right? A lot of kids look up to the paid in full type of characters and stuff like that. But in Chester, where I'm from, my dad was that.
But what was the outcome in paid in full?
He told me
that
wasn't.
Guys?
Yeah, they in jail.
What was the outcome?
Yeah.
Dead, jail. So let them look at the outcome.
Right.
Well, the problem is I always talk about the fish tank thing, man. Our neighborhoods, where we come from, Jamaica Ave, and your different neighbors where I come from in New York, it's like a fish tank, man. They think that's the whole world. If you could take those kids out young and just go show them something different. Yeah. Show them, a beautiful island in the Bahamas. Show them a beautiful restaurant like we were the other day, King of Prussia Mall. Just walk them around, different areas, the beach, Atlantic City, Vegas, or another country, Italy, Paris, and let them see outside that little box and say, man, you can't have that if you do what you're doing now, or if you're doing something what he's doing now. But the problem is all they see is negative.
And here's the thing about that too: is it's a process of what we do. So when they see the negative thing, it's like faster money, faster car. You know what I'm saying? They want to go with the fast route. They don't want to sit here and say, "Oh, this is gonna take a while for me to get money, so I'm just gonna go the fast route and rob people and do this."
Well, I was one of those guys, man. And, I wanted to go fast route because I didn't come from nothing. And that fast route, it actually is the slow route. It's the dead end route, and that's the part nobody sees. They all want to see the clothes and the money and the cars, but they ain't seeing the suffering. Just what's going on right now with Casanova, right? Exactly. In and out of jail, and now he got himself jammed up with Vlad, who I really don't. I'm not a big advocate of Vlad. I did a show. I think he's a guy that tries to set guys up.
He goes, how many people did you shoot? How many people did you rob?
Well, he's a negative dude, man. He's a hater, actually. And he's got the reputation of being
And
hated.
he does it so smooth. Like you won't ever know he try to set
But he
you
won't
up.
come in the room. He does it from a TV screen.
So it's a shame what he
Oh, he
just
don't
did to
even-
this
He
man.
don't come in the room. No, he won't sit with you.
No, he's a coward.
He's scared to death. He won't come in the
I'm
room.
thinking he just don't be in front of the camera. I'm
Nah,
thinking,
what they
Oh.
do, they always look at the
He
camera.
look at the
right,
camera and he
talking.
goes, "I build the shoot, I build the kill." That's all he does.
oh
Yeah.
my.
You know what is positive people, negative. He's a negative guy, man. And it shows as negative. It's not about something positive showing like you purposely try to take this man down. Instead of looking out for him and talking to him on the side and saying,
Right.
listen, man, you got a lot going for you. I hope this ain't true about you. I hope you ain't playing. I hope you this. Because he's trying to convict that guy when he's on the show.
Right.
This is Vlad. Vlad tried to convict. He's trying to set up Casanova and other guys just like him.
You know what's crazy
Yeah.
though? Why all the negative platform? Like he's so big though from negativity.
Well, because he's a negative. That's what I said. His show
Like his
is
platform
negative.
is so huge, but he get all them views because he promotes negativity.
Yeah, negativity. That's why
It's crazy.
people ask me, "What do you think of the guy?" I think the guy obviously is intelligent because he's got a successful show, but he's a negative guy trying to bring down people
Yeah.
from our areas
Yeah.
instead of pushing them up and doing a positive show about their success.
Yeah.
He purposely tried to hurt some of these guys, including myself, when he was talking negative to me. So when a guy does that, I mean, the guy's just not good for society. He's just a guy that, there's so many positive things going on in the world, and there's so many good kids in our neighborhoods. But everybody always wants to take the negative parts out of them. Just what you said, they don't know anything better when they're young kids.
Yeah.
So we're trying to show them there is something better. You become a role model right now without you knowing you're a role model, because there's kids in your hood right now that see you.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah, and they
like you
wanna
were saying,
know.
just showing people new things. Like people know what I used to get into,
Yeah.
but now it's like last year for my birthday, I took a trip to meet my manufacturer in China. I've been to China, I've been to Thailand, but I'm doing all these things from my business. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I helped my girlfriend. She had a hair salon too. So
Right.
we was selling weaves and stuff like that.
Right.
So all that stuff, people were like, yo, that's crazy, like you was over there. But I'm like, this stuff came from doing something positive. You know what I mean? So that just
People
lets
can't even
know that it's
imagine that
positive.
you went to China. You got to mention the mind. Like, you're on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And there's people in our hoods that don't even think about going out of that little area.
Yeah.
Forget about to another country.
Yeah.
They don't even know what it is to go to Baltimore. They just
That's
don't.
fact. Yeah.
But
That's a fact.
you open their eyes to that.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, so now they know like it's really no excuse.
Yeah.
You really just gotta, you know what I mean?
What was that? What was that trip to China like?
Long. Ain't that much sleep in the world on the plane, man.
How long is the plane ride to China?
It's like
What is it?
26
time.
hours.
Oh, I can't even go
Oh,
1
that's
hour on a
right.
plane. Everyone
Well, that
knows
was
that's my
Thailand.
biggest fear.
That
I'm
was
terrified
Thailand.
of planes.
That was Thailand. Thailand was 26, but then
Oh, my
we was there
God.
for like 10 days, and then I ended up going to China for 2 days. That was like another 3-hour flight.
How'd they treat you
Oh.
over there? Were they okay?
Thailand, they treat you like a king.
Yeah.
Right.
China,
Yeah.
they treat you like. I felt like this was back in the 40s, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Black people, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, I was there I handled my business, and then my flight wasn't until probably like 8 hours later, so I had a lot of downtime. I was trying to check into a hotel, man. I'm talking about these dudes is just looking at me like, yo, like they talking about we busy, but new people were steady coming in, and they're walking right past me, checking it like.
And you
I was
can't really
invisible.
say nothing because there you're worried
Oh, yeah.
about if anything
I want,
happens.
Their laws are different over there.
I wanted to get in so
Yeah.
crazy, but
Right.
it's just like I'm not getting locked
No,
up.
no, not in
No.
China, right?
No.
It's crazy out there.
Yeah.
Was
So-
it cool to see the factories, or what did you see?
Yeah, I went to the actual. Well, this was for the hair, so I met my hair manufacturer, and they was just showing me like the different hairs, the factories and stuff like that. So it was a cool experience.
And when was this?
This was March of 2019.
That's very cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, so just recent.
yeah.
And you came back. Or
Did we
COVID?
check him for COVID?
No. That was before
Yeah,
COVID.
when did you get back?
Do you have any other plans to make, or assuming the world goes back to normal, to make any other trips out for the clothing brand?
Yeah. I got a manufacturer in Pakistan.
Okay.
I got 2 manufacturers, one in China, and I got 2 in Pakistan.
You're going to a lot of dangerous countries.
You gonna go to
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you gonna go there?
I want to go out there.
How
Definitely wanna go out there.
how can if there's kids out there that are also interested in starting a clothing brand or something similar, ways in which, or a piece of advice so that how they could start? Because, you know, a lot of kids probably have the idea, but they don't really know what to do or how to begin. Or
Well, just basically just finding something meaningful. Yeah, just finding, like, the brand got to represent something. I feel like that's why a lot of people can relate to my brand. You got to represent something. Got to get your logo together. You know what I mean? Get that thing LLC'd up. Make sure everything's proper. Get your, you know what I mean? You can start off with T-shirts, print. You know what I mean? Print them out, and it's all about just marketing. You know what I mean? It's how you present it. Presentation is everything. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people trying to do clothing brands, but everybody doesn't have the same type of success. And you just got to be patient, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Everything's one day at a time, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this seriously probably the last year and a half, but I've been doing this probably since the summer of 2016.
That's one of the clothing lines you got, the jacket?
Yeah, this is one of my jackets right here.
So,
It's one of my
you have enough revenue to have employees in your business, or you're the one running it by yourself?
Yeah, so right now I'm basically just trying to get used to everything.
Okay.
Just trying to see how like everything's going
Okay.
on a consistent basis before I bring employees in. But
Gotcha.
yeah.
And so you said your girlfriend has a hair salon, and you have your store,
Yeah.
both in Philadelphia,
The Delaware County area.
The Delaware.
It's right. It's 15 minutes.
and they're both close to each other. What's
Yeah.
the hair salon if people want to check that out?
Crown by King.
Okay.
Well, that's
It's
a
called
good
Crown
name,
by
too.
King. Yeah, Crown by King. At Crown by King on Instagram. CrownByKing.com on the website.
Beautiful. And
One of the top stylists around the Philadelphia area.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
No, man, I'm
I
just
think-
proud of you guys.
I know.
I like
honestly.
this
Tell
episode.
you
Yeah,
the truth,
beautiful
man.
Honestly,
stories.
I really like this episode. We were all kicking it, hanging out. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
No,
And-
no
and-
scripted, all genuine. You know, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
good vibes.
I want to say,
Conversation.
I said that the other day, man. You know, I got some, three boys. One's in prison,
Yeah.
and two, are out in the street doing the right thing. They're like you guys, and a lot of guys don't say it to you because you guys, you're 27, 30, 31 years old, in that range, man. And really, guys at my age are proud of guys like you. You guys ain't no punk guys either. You're street guys, tough guys, and gentlemen, and really doing a positive thing so some young guys can follow after you. And that's what we need.
Yeah.
Some young guys doing some real stuff and from the heart like you guys are.
No doubt.
And you good guys, really, man. I mean that.
No doubt.
And especially, I mean, we have a lot of guests that come from criminal backgrounds to talk about these things, and I'm not from that stuff, but I know in listening to these guys and in listening to the guests we have, it's easy to fall back into those
Well, I
lives of
heard in
crime.
college you're acting up now. It's a good time.
Here's the thing, though. You don't have to be in that scenario to know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? You can just be in the area. Like,
But
you
like-
can know a lot.
But like I said, like I looked up to guys like y'all, my dad. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with it, but it's just about taking what you need and applying. Like a lot of the bad stuff, I let go of it. But the stuff that I needed, it helps me in business.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, a lot of street stuff that go on in our lives
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
actually
people tell me
helps
that.
you success
Yeah,
in a
entrepreneur,
legitimate business.
because
Yes.
it takes. You got to be like everybody, even just being in a criminal. You know what I mean? Making money. You got to be smart to make money. Everybody can't earn. You know what I mean?
You know
So-
why you're smart? Because you got that hustle mentality.
Yeah.
And you got that from your father. That's some of the positives, and your mother too. But you got that. And to make money legitimately, you got to be a hustler,
Yeah.
and you got to have passion. So, and I think you got the passion part with the clothing line because you feel it,
Yeah.
and that's what makes it successful. And then you have that hustle from both your mom and dad, and you got that survival. And I think a lot of us in our neighborhood, either you got the survival thing. My family used to tease me all the time, coming from my neighborhood. You're the whitest black guy I know, because you wear I dress,
Yeah,
where we're from.
Fly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fly,
So
dude.
guys used to joke with it, but we grew up in a neighborhood that was mixed. That's why I'm always the way I am, man.
Yeah.
I hate talking race shit about anything. I think people by their heart is either a good person or bad, and they choose what they want.
Yeah.
And I talk about young kids when they're in the schoolyard, they don't hate each other, no matter what religious or color. And I think positive shit's got to come from guys like us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Do you want to plug? Lastly, if people haven't written it down, where can they find everything about your brand? One more time.
One more time. So we got funkwear.com, FONKWEAR.com. On Instagram, that's where you can find me mostly at funkwear, FONK_WEAR.
and we'll put all the links as well in the description of the video, so you can click
And we got
on
some
it.
new drops today. These bomber jackets will be dropping today. So
Perfect. By the time that we drop
He
this,
gave me one.
and by the time we drop it, you guys will be able to get all that. And
yeah,
then
we're gonna
Derek,
link up. You in the Delaware
Derek,
County
where
area.
can people find you? Do you have Instagram or?
I got Instagram is New York. You gotta spell out New York and then the number 50 right after it. That's my Instagram. As far as the motivational video, you go to Derek DERRICK Black motivational video. The title's called "Don't Give Up." You can find me on YouTube with that too as well.
Beautiful. And then you gentlemen.
I changed my Instagram.
I know. I was proud of you.
It's no more 666. It's Gene Barello. That's where you can find me. It's changed now, okay, guys?
I changed mine too, and I didn't know about it. My office changed it. It's True John Alite. So anybody wants to reach me, and if any of you guys out there support our hood, support these guys, support our neighborhoods, like I said, and if you want to reach me, it's True John Alite. That's how you get me, and www.johnalite.com on my website. I appreciate supporting the neighborhood, man. That's all I can say is stay positive, support our neighborhoods.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And I appreciate y'all once again, man.
Beautiful.